Now we look at the concept of positioning and building the store image under the chapter retailing decisions. Positioning of retail shops. Now, positioning is a concept that you already are aware of when you studied the concept of marketing management, where most of these concepts of differentiation uh, in terms of product price, the cost leadership, niche strategy, all these things we've already had a exposure to when it came to positioning. Generally, when it comes to product, we will say, what is your unique selling proposition? How different are you? But whenever it comes to a store, also we will look at how does a store position itself from the competitor. So when we say positioning a store, it's nothing but I'm trying to see what is the distinctive image that the customer has, or about the retailer, or about the retail store. So what is the kind of image I want to build in the mind of the customer? So when we look at these two concepts of positioning and building a store image, it's not much different. I'm trying to position in a particular segment, and what is that positioning element that I want to highlight, and how different am I from the competitor? How do I position myself from the competitor? That basically tells me about the positioning. Now, you look at music world, it is basically a store which is specializes in music, so it has positioned itself in the music selling products. Walmart has positioned itself in low-cost goods, which you can have self-service selection in a large warehouse kind of a store space. Toys R Us is specific to toys. They position themselves as a niche segment. KFC as a particular way of frying chicken and selling in a particular manner. So they build their space in the non-veg chicken segments. Of course, there are many others who followed after that. So in simple, retail positioning is positioning the retail shop image in the mind of the customers as against the competitors. To add to that further, how does a store situate itself with the consumer market? It can be done by product positioning, price positioning, place positioning, promotion positioning. You can think of a lot of examples when it comes to each of these different elements. Some may be in terms of price. When you look at in price, you look at Big Bazaar in terms of price, how they are different. You look at Maruti Suzuki in terms of price when it comes to a product like cars. You look at different, you look at Micromax in terms of mobile phones, how they are low price, so many other things in terms of price, value, the product itself, you can split it off. But you're not trying to look at the brand here. Okay, I gave you examples of brands, but it's not the product in terms of the brand. When I look at product strategy in terms of the retail store, I'm looking at other items. I'm looking at assortment. What is the range of products that the store is selling? Assortment, when we looked at the concept of breadth, means width of the product. It refers to the number of different item categories or classifications offered by a store. We looked at an example. So, if I know that a store is selling more number of products, and when we look at the width can be quite different in terms of whether it is a shallow or whether I'm looking at a broad width in terms of the assortment breadth, and the depth indicates the quantity of each item available in the assortment of goods offered. For example, to make this more clearer, let's say selling apparel clothes, you're going to buy a particular, for ladies, you're buying, say, a dress, or you're buying, say, a salwar, and for guys, say, you're buying pants. You have the different brands available. So there is a good amount of breadth, different classifications, you have different brands. You go to that store because you have a lot of selection. But they do not have all the sizes. They do not have the kind of size that you are. Maybe you're looking at the size of Your size is not medium. Medium and large is generally available. You're not looking at small, medium, or large. You're looking at extra small, or maybe your size is extra large, or triple XL, or double XL. You do not have that size, so you may not go to that store because the sizes the store always has out of stock products. Why should you go to the store? So depth also matters. The product strategy in terms of the assortment matters as to what are the kind of products that the store will house. Price strategy, prestige pricing, one of the examples given here. So you can think of all the pricing strategies when you thought of marketing management. Now we are trying to position a retail shop here. You by now we know how pricing is done. We look at setting high prices in even numbers. Basically, you're basically trying to say there's some quality and status. When you say it's uh, rupees 100 or dollar 48 in this example, and not 99, you know you're not fooling the customer. You know the concept which you had studied last sem. When you say $99 or rupees 99, it's nothing but psychological pricing. 99 is not 100. You know you're still in the 90s. But if I say 100, makes a big difference. That is psychological pricing. But prestige pricing is not taking all that psychological techniques, but being very clear. 100 rupees is 100 rupees. 50,000 is 50,000. I'm not saying 49,999. Price promotion, promoting advertising special price reductions to bring in shoppers. So this is something which is followed by all the stores. You always have discount sales, you have buy three, get two free, or buy two get one free, or you have 1+1 or 50% off sale, or you have discount sales during particular festivals. Different stores will follow their own strategies. Place strategy, where are you located? We already went through a lot of discussion in the video one of this lecture as to what are the different places that you can locate your store. What are the different types of stores in terms of the location? Where are you located? Neighborhood shopping centers, central business districts, community shopping centers, regional, super regional, all of this. So your place where you locate, and we also went to the factors that contribute into locating. So understand that place strategy also plays very important element in terms of positioning. The promotion strategy. The promotion strategy, you can be very creative here. You can use all your promotional tactics. You can look at the amount of concentration retail has in a customer area, intensive, selective, explosive. How well are you able to cover a particular market? How well are you able to design your store? Again, we looked at visual merchandise as in the last video about the store layout. How well you're creating the exterior, how well are you building your interior. All of these you're doing just to promote your store. And how well do you tie up within interior? I give you the example in one of the videos about Cadbury. That is also a promotional strategy. You might also want to give out, like I know once to a particular store during what used to happen is during particular festivals, let's say Diwali or some festival, I don't remember which festival, but the loyal customers, regular customers, not loyal, yeah, regular is loyal itself, regular customers who used to come to that store. When you check out, when you're basically checking out, they would give a small box as a gift, and that gift will have all the sweets as a Diwali gift. So it was Diwali, right? So this is more like you're trying to uh, cement and make the customer more loyal to your store. And I like that strategy because you know that on Diwali day or during Diwali time, I'm going to the store and purchasing because I know I'm going to get something from the store. They value their customers. Let's give a very random example. You can think of anything as far as the store is concerned. Think store, think all the stores you visited, and think of what are the promotional strategy you've seen there. So positioning, apart from the three things that I mentioned in terms of product, price, place, what do you say, or promotion. You can also have in the other things. You can have an attribute positioning, specialty product, low price, retail promotion, presentation. How do you focus in terms of quality? Your people itself, the people, how the people, sales employees are dressed up and how they approach you. That is also a very good way of positioning. I think of some place where people matter. They really help you out. They come behind you. Not many stores, but there are some stores. I'm not able to recollect, but there are some stores where the moment you enter, for every customer, they will attach you to a particular person, salesperson. Will always be along with you. He'll be there. He'll be ready to hold your cart also. It was a big store. I don't remember which one it is. Uh, it was in a shopping mall where he'll follow you, not follow you basically. He won't disturb you, but he'll be there for anything that you need. He'll be ready to help you out. So people matters. Otherwise, you have to take the pain of searching items. Even though in a supermarket it's easy to locate a product, but sometimes you won't be able to locate the product that you need. These salespeople will help you. That's also position. You would more prefer to go to a store where people are more helpful than spend a lot of time. Time is important. Time is money. All of these give a simple example of product line as well as value. In terms of value, this is in terms of value positioning. If you see high value and low product, lesser product line, the shop to stop, but lifestyle has high value as well as high product line. Big Bazaar, everybody knows it's low value products and they have high product lines. But yes, also that Big Bazaar is known to sell products in huge quantities. I may not get 25 kg, 30 kg products in my superstore beside my house. He may sell maximum 10 kg items because you know that that's why it's called Big Bazaar. You can purchase in bulk, and bulk the more bulk you purchase, you get more discounts. The next concept we look at is building a retail store image. Retail store image. I'm going to read out because it's very simple to understand. What is a store image? Retail store image has been shown to play an important role in store patronage, and it is widely accepted that psychological factors have a significant role in store image formation. How do you build your pattern? Store pattern is nothing but you're building more patterns, you're building more customers, you're building more loyal customers, and it is basically psychological. Store image is the image or impression of a store in the minds of our customers. When I was talking about all of these in terms of store image, positioning, and even in the last video, things that came to my mind. I was able to think of McDonald's. I was able to think of Indian Terrain. I was able to think of the examples. The examples came to my mind because they already left an impression in my mind. These are things which stood out in my mind. In my mind, in me as a customer, you as a customer would have different. If I say shoe, you'll have a different shoe uh, store in your mind. When I say jeans, you'll have a different thing in your mind. When I say toys, you'll have a different store in your mind. Sorry. When I say bikes, all of these different products that I would mention, you'll have a different thing in your mind because that store has set an image in your mind. Good overall impression of this nature in terms of products available in the store itself, see, look at the things. The products in the store itself means the atmospherics of the store, which we already looked at internal and external and store layout as well as visual merchandise. And the experience they expect in shopping at the store. The experience in terms of when they visit the store, the lighting, the mood, the music, the color, the people, how they are handled, all of it. That builds a good story image. Now imagine this. Imagine I do this. Let me just do this. If I had to just highlight something here, if I just did this and I highlighted this and I made this in blue, okay, I just did this and I go back. I want you to look at it. Even when you look at the slide, the first thing that goes to your mind is that thing in yellow. You won't look at everything else. You look at the one in yellow because yellow is known to trigger a particular portion in your brain. By the way, colors also have a psychological impact on the different portions of your brain. They trigger different portions of your brain, and marketers play with it. There's a separate science. Read about it. There's a separate science on signboards. Why signboards are in yellow color? Have you seen signboards within? I mean, within the store. Okay, the pricing boards. Inside the store, all the pricing boards are yellow in color. And when there is a discount, that thing is red on yellow. This is basically to trigger the portion in your brain, and moment you see it, it should be highlighted. They could have had green or blue or purple, violet, brown. They could have had any color there. Why yellow? Yellow triggers that portion of your brain which will be easily visible. That's why I use yellow here. I could have used red also here. If red also will make a impression. But red is a different. Red is more like danger, or red is more like I want you to see it right now. So if I have a discount, I'll put it in red. Why? Because I say now. The discount is now, or the discount is only for this particular period. Look at it now. But if it's general price, they generally will have black on yellow. Yellow will be the price tag, and black will be the price value on yellow. Read about it. The concept or the science of signages and colors that is being used in marketing, and you'll get to know a lot more about it. I had played with this particular concept when I did something called. Uh, I'd done an analysis for an advertising company, and this analysis was playing around with all of this, playing around with billboards, playing around with the signs, the colors, the logo, the placement of the image in a signboard also matters. If I have a signboard and discount is written, price is written there, image is given here, where should I place what? In the top right corner, if I place it, it basically attracts the customer, or the top or the bottom right corner, left top corner, or left bottom corner. All of that also matters. And there's a wide study I'd done for advertising company, and then there were different results that came out, and they went with the results that appeal to the customers a lot, and they applied that to the further what do you call it, the further billboards or signages that they came up with. So it's helped them a lot. So a different kind of analysis. It's not a general analysis. It's more unstructured data analysis, not your structured data analysis. Okay, moving on. I digressed a little bit. The public image that a store projects into the marketplace is an essential component of its success. With ever-increasing competition for the consumer's purchases, comes an increase in promotional activities designed to influence the consumer to spend. As this promotional activity increases, so does the amount of advertising clutter that the customer must wade through to get to the real message. That is true. You have so much of advertising happening now, you have to sift through that to understand, to see which is the right one. Okay, anyway, so that's why you have to build an image, because everybody else there is trying to build an image. How different is your image from the other person? In order for the message to be effective and not get lost, it must be relevant and interesting to the customer. Message is more relevant, so relevance is important, which it is based on an appropriate store image which sets the basic tone for all the store's marketing activities. Think about the different stores where you shop. What image do they create? A supermarket will strive to appear efficient, economical, and filled with a variety of stock. So, as I remember telling you in the beginning of the retail management class, I told you this is a very practical chapter. Think retail stores, because this is something you've already visited. It's not hypothetical, it's practical. Building retail store image, just one example, I won't read through all of that. We've already gone through that. But how do you build a store image? Anyway, you can build it through products in the store's layout, the store's market position, location, advertisement, promotional. Whatever you do for a store, builds an image of the store. Even a wrong advertisement or wrong promotional activity will give a negative image of the store. Anything. Look at that. A simple example. I would want to visit the store below rather than going to the store on top. If the exterior paint itself is flaking off, why should I, how would the interior be? So I say the first impression is the best impression. Is the case also of a store. Building retail store image, two other examples given here, a contemporary approach or a modern approach on the right side, a very traditional style approach on the left side, with a good lighting, new kind of uh, new seasons range of product has come out in the market, so they wanted them to see it. And this is more like where you do not have, they don't want you to see the mannequin. It's not the mannequin they want you to see. The heads are cut off, hands are cut off. It's only, I want you to see only the image. Much more modern, and something you see more often these days. You don't see that mannequins designed. Some more elements apart from positioning in terms of building a story, in terms of just product price placement, all of that. You can build it in all the different points: price, quality, assortment, sales personnel, location convenience, other convenience factors, service, sales promotions. Beside each, you have the sub factors under it, sub factors, no, yeah, sub elements under it. This is just the title of the element. If I'm looking at service, I can talk about credit service, delivery service, ease of return service, self-service, all of that. Self-service means what you go to a superstore and you pick out the products on your own. That is self-service. You don't have somebody coming and helping you out. If you want somebody coming and helping you out, you'll have a salesperson who will come and help you out. I'll go to the next slide because there are some more elements. Advertising, store atmosphere, institutional. Basically, this institutional is your what's the word generally used for institutional? Goodwill, the goodwill of that company or or goodwill of that store. The clientele, the kind of people who come to your store, the physical aspects, and the post-transaction satisfaction or dissatisfaction, or the service offered post the transaction. That's all I have as far as today's topic under retailing decision is concerned.